Hello and welcome to KennyRoy.com. I'm Kenny Roy. This is the Ask Videomail for the week of December 16th, 2013. Welcome to the site to you new members, and welcome back to the Ask Videomail is your chance to get your question in character animation or performance answered in a video just like this one, but I need your question if I'm going to answer it, so please send them to webmaster@kennyroy.com. I go through all the questions and I answer the ones that I think will help the most people. There is no such thing as a stupid question, and it is the best way to get the most out of the site. Things are getting pretty exciting because it's almost the end of the year. Don't worry, through the holiday, the content here on kennyroy.com is still going to continue. There's going to be no break in the content. You'll still get everything you're used to. I'm really looking forward to starting a new year. I still don't have word back on those awesome projects and those things that that I've been getting excited for. But thank you so much for the people who have continually asked me by email and on Facebook. You know, what's the news? What are you talking about? What are you getting? It's going to be very exciting when I finally can announce it, but I can't just yet. So this week I actually wanted to give you guys this pretty awesome tool. I wanted to just show you how it works and give it to you, and then you can do with it as you will. I'll show the question anyway, and you can take a look. Okay, so let's just quickly jump in and I'll show you what tool it is, and you can do with it as you will. Okay, so let's check it out here. So I'm in Maya. I'm just going to really quickly jump into the correct project here. And basically what this tool is it's just a way that you can make it so that your character facial rig is a lot easier to set up. Okay, so this is called my face control 6-axis. It's not actually 6 axes. It's actually 3 axes, but or wait, up, down, left. Let me think. Let me get this right. Yeah, it's 3 axes if I think about it. Anyway, so this is the way it works. So you have this control, all right, and this can go on anything. This can be basically a I don't know, like a facial controller on a facial a panel that's in your scene, or you can put it directly on a character face if you have blend shapes. So let me show you how it works. Basically, let's say we have a sphere here, okay, and this sphere has a blend shape that is like this. Oops, I'm gonna shrink that down a little bit. Like this, and a blend shape that is like this. That's what I meant to do. Okay, now I'm just going to add these to this object by going create deformers blend shape. Okay, now this is now basically pretty much completely set up. You don't have to do anything extra in order to turn this into a tool for you. So if you want to copy this, I would suggest you import multiple copies of this controller. But at any rate, if I open up the outliner and you can see it, you could put this over, to the side if you wanted just a panel that had all of your controls in it, or you can put it directly on the character, and I'll show you how that's useful to use as well. But the secret, the beautiful thing about this is basically that this little control down here, what this little control does is it has all of these connection points that kind of simultaneously, or should I say automatically, are piping in all of the transforms on this box. Now the box has a range of 10. As you can see, translate y is 10, negative 10 on y, okay, and so forth. But it turns it into values on this little controller here. Okay, so before I do this, let me just kind of like tell you what it's going to do. it's basically going to, when I move it up to here, it's going to pipe in a value of top to 1 right here and up to 1 right here. And so here's the difference between these. This 8 direction one has blending in between, and it's actually a little bit easier if I show you this. And I copy this tab. Okay, extra attributes. It's a little bit easier when I move this around. Okay, check this out. See how the values are automatically changing? Okay, this is what this does. These 8 directions blend between all 8 directions. So the top, the corners, the side, the corner, bottom corner, right corner, top right, or you know, corner top. Okay, so all those directions, it blends between them perfectly. Okay, all of those. This one, this 4-axis is only up, down, left, and right, and it blends them both in the corners. Meaning this is top, this is up 1 and right 1. Okay, and that's useful if you have, if you don't have as many controls, and you are, I don't know, you're, I don't know. I've found that it's actually super useful to do to use this on blend shapes. Okay, so that being said, so basically you have those 2 different ways that you can kind of put it together. You have it sort of blending all 8 directions, or it's 4 directions and it blends them in the corners. All right, and just download this and use it, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Really, it's very, very, very simple. Okay, so anyway, then down here, limit positive x is 10, limit negative x is negative 10, limit positive y is 10, limit negative y is negative 10. Now, what do those do? What those do is those make it so that you're able to turn it into like just an up and down controller if you'd like, or a left and right controller if you like. Okay? So, in other words, like, well, let me just show you. So if I want it to be just an up and down controller, I'm going to change, sorry about that, I'm going to change positive x to 0. I'm going to change negative x to 0, and now I can only move this up and down. I can't move it left and right. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so this is a good way to just change this change it to be a different type of controller. Okay, so let me show you what I do now. So now I select this object, or whatever object has your blend shapes on it, and go to the connection editor. Okay, go to the attribute and select the blend shape and hit select, and then go reload left. Oh, sorry, reload right. Select this little connector. This is the connector, right? This connector is what it has all the values on top of it. Okay. All right. So that's what we want to do. We want to use the connector to drive the blend shapes. The connector is the thing that actually has the values loading onto it. Okay. So this is reload left. Okay. And now you can see top, bottom, left, right, top, left, top, right. So all the directions, and then up, down, left, right, and then rotate. There's even rotates on here. Okay, which is kind of cool. All right. So I want just up to be the first one, and down to be the second one, and I just connected them. That's it. Okay, it's that easy. Now, if I select this controller and move it, it's connected, and it looks great. It's really, really cool, don't you think? All right. So then you can do whatever you want with this. You can make dozens of blend shapes, and you can actually blend between them using the different channels that you have at your disposal. Once you're done, what I like to do is I like to create. I created a few different controllers in here, and the reason I did that is because I thought to myself, why don't I just make it so that there's everything that I would need in there, and then I can delete what I don't need. So that's what you can do. If you open the control group and then you open the controller, go in your outliner to display shapes, and then expand the controller, and then find which one you want to use. Let's say I want to use the box. I'm going to delete this circle, and I'm going to delete the arrows. All right? And now the group itself, it doesn't matter how big it is. All that matters is where the direction is on the controller within it. So then I like to scale it a little bit just to make it so that it matches the object that I want it to be on. Okay? And then normally what I do is I hide the outer border and the connector. And if you want, you can parent the controller to the sphere as well. So let's pretend this is your character's head, and then I can just move this blend shape controller around or animate it however I want. See that? Okay, so I'm going to give you this Maya file, and you can basically just, do whatever you want with it and just have fun. And whatever, I'm excited to see what you guys come up with, and let's just keep kicking butt. Okay, so enjoy that, and if you have a really cool use for it that you want to show me, please send me and show me what you've done with it, and I'd love to check it out. It's a better idea to import another copy of it each time you want to use it and just rename it than it is to try to copy all the connections or instance all the leaf nodes or any of that stuff. It's better to just import a new one every single time you want to use it, okay? So it's yours to use. I hope you enjoy it. Show me some stuff that you made with it. Send more questions to webmaster@kennyroy.com. I'm looking forward to seeing those. Almost the end of the year. Let's finish out strong, all right? Good luck with your animation, and as always, rock on.